Hi, and welcome to this week's installment of Ask Emily. Our first question comes from Candace, who said, "What are your quick tips in preparing for out-of-town guests?" Well, I know it might seem like the most important thing is to have everything set up perfectly, but really I think it's more about your attitude and really welcoming guests. You want to take all of the guesswork out so that they're not searching for things and in need of things. So I like to have fresh sheets, towels, some bathroom things like Q-tips, Advil, have all that stuff so that they know where it is. And then I think it's also really nice to have things like fresh flowers, candles, those go a long way, with some current magazines. And then as for the kitchen, have them know that they're welcome to go in at any time and stock up on some fun snack foods, have coffee for mornings, and then champagne or wine for evenings. This next question is from Katie, or Caddy if you've watched Mean Girls, and she asked that I have a lot of clothes in my closet but end up wearing the same things over and over again. Does this happen to you, and how do you break out of the rut? Yes, this happens to me more often than I'd like to admit, and I think it's actually fine if you have your go-tos, your staples that you reach for often, but I also think it's really important to reach for things that you don't always go for. There's this rule that it's like 80-20 rule where you wear only 20% of your wardrobe 80% of the time. So to try to break out of that, I'll look to places for inspiration on how to wear something. If I pull out a skirt that I haven't worn in months, I'll go to Pinterest, I'll look in magazines for fun ways to spice it up. But also it's just about grabbing something that you realize has been in the back of your closet for months and you haven't worn it, and just try to infuse it with some style and get it in there. Lisa wants to know, when you're carrying a full-size handbag, what do you carry inside? How do you organize the contents? I have absolutely zero organization when it comes to my bag. I think maybe the little pocket right on the inside, I'll put my keys in there, but other than that, everything's kind of just freely like flying around in there. I usually have my camera. I always have snacks on hand, like a Kind bar or some nuts, a bottle of water, and then some of the more random things. I will usually carry kind of like a big statement necklace, something like this, just because I find that it's one of those things that will really transition an outfit. If I'm going from something from the daytime to night, I'll throw this on. I usually also carry a bright lipstick, something like Makeup Forever's number 40, which is like an intense bright orange that also really transforms my look quickly. And then the other thing that I carry is a sample size of my perfume, Carnal Flower, just so I can spritz it on the go. Thanks for tuning in to this week's installment of Ask Emily, and please make sure to keep sending in your questions to me via the comments section on my site or through social media with the hashtag Ask Emily.